doing today. I hope everybody's having a wonderful, blessed day. Man, the world. A lot of fuck shit going on in this world. Especially now. Fucking the biggest bigot in the fucking world. The biggest bigot in the fucking world is the POTUS. Let me tell you why. So, anyone that doesn't agree with what he wants or agrees with his policies or any type of crazy shit, right? You're automatically a traitor, you're automatically this, you're automatically that. Well, we have the biggest corrupted traitor in US history in the fucking White House that lavishes over fucking decorations from Home Depot that are spray painted in gold and is remodeling the people's house and fucking up shit. Pretty much. While grocery prices are still high, the economy is turning to complete shit. And yeah. But something that I saw last night, let me not cuss. It's too early to be cussing. I'm getting a little bit of a headache. So to recap what I was talking about. So I kind of try to keep up with the news and stuff. It's been kind of lax all like the last couple of weeks. That's why I haven't been on live for since last week. I'm not really keeping up with the news and stuff like that. This is a little bit heavy, a little bit. The sun's kind of glaring at my face a little bit, so I got my glasses on, my sunglasses, cool guy glasses. Anyway, so Trump is gonna sit and call like so it's funny how when with certain people, if shit ain't happening to you, it ain't got nothing to do with me. It ain't happening to me. It ain't got nothing to do with me, right? Usually how it goes. Marjorie Green Taylor Green, I said her name completely backwards. MTG, right? Has apologized for not taking a stand or action towards those that were receiving death threats, and all kinds of stuff, right? It's funny how things work out It's funny how things work because now because she is standing against Trump and is one of the prominent individuals that are wanting the Epstein files to have, for all the Republicans to have transparency and have the Epstein files released. Now all of a sudden she's a traitor because she is actually doing the right moral thing. I'm saying things backwards. Right moral thing, and it's like, no, fuck that. You were talking about America first. You're talking about protecting the children, protecting the women from all these predators and sex traffickers and all this shit. But it's fucking blatant. Who the fuck you trying to protect? She's not trying to protect the fucking all the millionaires and everything else. She's actually actually one of the sane motherfuckers has come to her senses and realized, like, yo, like, this is some serious shit. Like, this isn't a hoax. I've spoken to the victims that have been on Epstein Island and have been sex trafficked and raped and all kinds of other shit. And people have said names and all kinds of stuff. And it's like, bro, like, no, she's actually being one of the more logical and lot more smarter individuals. But you want to have Trump talking about who's that? Marjorie Taylor Greene? Like, what? The level of just blatant fuck shit from a man that says, I'm putting America first, but is trying to start wars in fucking Venezuela and fucking Nigeria. Make that make sense to me. America first, but you're trying to start wars about over the drug cartel initially because you don't like the president that's in Venezuela, because he supports the drug cartel or whatever the hell it is that whatever shit that's being blatantly pushed out in the fucking media now. But you're in international waters killing individual people. I don't give a fuck if they're drug fucking traffickers or fucking smugglers or whatever the fuck, drug mules, whatever the fuck they call them nowadays. They call them so many different things. Nowadays, it's ridiculous. But I don't give a fuck what the fuck you are. At the end of the day, these are human beings. Yeah, if they're trafficking drugs illegally to be brought into this country, okay, guess what? Y'all, people fail to realize that drugs don't come by sea. They don't just come by sea, they come by air. Do you know how much fucking shit, how much stuff gets freaking trafficked? Not by sea, but by air? You know how many private jets, you know how many people get money slid under the table? Do you really think that things are getting past U.S. Customs without being, not being inspected? And if they are being inspected, they're hiding them hella good. People fail to realize that the drug cartel are always going to be, usually when it comes to smuggling into this country, are going to be one step ahead. One step ahead. So the fact that like you've now killed what, 7 boats with dozens of people. I don't know how many, like 30 people in total, maybe 40. I don't know how many people in total. You're proud of that? We took out the cartel on unarmed fucking vessels that aren't attacking U.S. ships. Make it make sense to me. I really want to know. Make it make sense. Am I for the cartel and all that shit? Fuck no. I'm against all that shit. I'm against drugs. Drugs are what have poisoned my community. Drugs are the reason why my community is still in the standpoint that it's in. Drugs were introduced heavily in the 80s. Yeah, they came initially from in the 60s and shit. But like all the hard party shit, yeah, no. No, boo-boo. That's in the 80s. And guess who introduced it? Conspiracy theory. Conspiracy time. The Reagan administration. Because the war on drugs, as it was put, was actually a war on the black and brown communities. Bet you didn't think about that now, did you? No, you didn't. You wanna know why? Because most of the time y'all don't know what the fuck to think. Y'all just see some shit and run with it. See, look at it from like a conspiracy type of theory, right? There's a lot of shit that people don't realize. Like, look at prime example, right? Look at music videos. Music videos are big as fucking, prominently big as fucking. And the reason why it's so prominent is initially because there's a lot of hidden subliminal messages. But y'all ain't ready for that shit. None of y'all ready for that. But back to this whole thing, right? So now all of a sudden Trump is trying to push the agenda for the vote to make himself not look bad, because before he was against that shit. Now this morning he's pushing for it to have it be passed or whatever, because now he realizes that he's gonna, there's countless from the Republican Party that are going to vote against or vote for, not against some of that. They're going to vote for. And morally, it's like this, right? You look at it from a moral standpoint. Are you voting to protect predators and traffickers? Do the right thing. I don't know if there's any, Republican or Democratic, any senators, representatives listening, do the right thing. Well, let me not say Democratic, because the Democrats are primarily the ones that are going to vote for this shit. But if you're a Republican, representative, man, do the right fucking thing. Stop trying to protect these fucking individuals that don't give two fucks about anybody. That will... Imagine if this was your child. For those of you that have children, man, imagine if that was your child. Right? Just imagine that was your fucking child. How the fuck would you feel? I would want action. I would want these individuals to vote to protect my child, my kids. First and foremost, I'm motherfucker dying. That's on my life. You harm my kids, that's the you harm my family, that's the end of it. When it comes to my family, I protect my family. That is the end of you. You gonna be beating the fucking shit out of, or you ain't gonna survive. One of the fucking two. One of the two. But prominently to a point that I was getting at with this whole thing, like, now the vote is apparently being pushed up. But I mean, it's probably gonna still be voted on tomorrow. But let's see what happens, man. Like, here's the problem, right? Here's the biggest problem with this shit. Like, Trump is trying so fucking hard to hide shit. It's like, bro, like, we already know what the fuck you be doing. It's prominent. We already know that you and Epstein were best fucking friends. You telling me that for 15 years you was best friends with him and you ain't like him? That's called fake it till you make it, if you ask me. Shit, if we cool, we cool. If I don't like you, shit, I don't like you. I'm not gonna act fake. Fuck that. If I got a problem with you, I'll fucking tell you I got a fucking problem with you. That's just how I was raised. But yeah, I'm like, fuck that. No, boo boo. You and him was buddies. There's 20,000 plus emails that were released, and a lot of them contain Trump. So it's prominent, bro. It's prominent that this motherfucker is a petty, bro. He is one of the biggest petties. It's prominent from the first time. How you gonna say? Yeah, I just, women, man, I love them, I gravitate towards them. I just tell them, and I grab them by the hoochie. Like, what? Like, come on, man. You telling me y'all that damn fucking dumb, blind, and naive to this? Like, come on, man. Come on. Man. Something that was brought up to me yesterday? Yeah. Yesterday. Something that was brought up yesterday by the mother of my kids was prominently like this, right? So she asked me if I heard anything about, Gaza lately. I told her no. I mean, the last thing that I really heard from Gaza was initially just the that whatever the fuck their guy is, Prime Minister Netanyahu, whatever the fuck his name is. He's just a wannabe ass dictator also. He has a hidden agenda and shit too, but was talking about I was saying to her that fucking the only reason why there's shit's prominent now is because of the sheer simple fact of that, like, the homeboy is over here fucking ending the ceasefire and shit, because apparently, like, the fucking the Palestinian Hamas had attacked soldiers and shit, ambushed some soldiers, and they broke the ceasefire. Man, I call a load of bullshit on that. I'm gonna be real with you right now. this is what the actual shit is. And motherfuckers might hate me for this shit, but I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna speak some real facts, right? Who said that? Yo, I don't speak Russian. Yeah, that's Russian. I don't speak Russian, so I'm sorry if you. I don't know your name, but what's up? How you doing? What was I saying? Oh, so yeah, Netnami, whatever the fuck. I can never say this motherfucker's name, bro, to save my life. So homeboy over here is talking about, God, the Hamas attacked and this and that, da 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 da. Now the war's back on and all this other shit, bro. It's about the thing is, right. It's about an extermination. It is an extermination. That is what it is. Originally, Israel was never even a country. Israel wasn't even a country, what? Fuck, like 80 years ago? Yeah, like 80 years ago. Because Israel was initially a part of the Ottoman Empire, which was controlled by, Turkey, and Jerusalem was, just another city. So now when you look at things, right, it goes like this, right? And motherfuckers might think I'm wrong for this shit, but Jerusalem, my bad, let me say Israel. Jerusalem was a city in the Ottoman Empire. Yes, it's the Holy Land. Jerusalem was never the country of Israel. Jerusalem was never really controlled by the Jews for years, for fucking centuries. Last time that they had control over it was like in 1000 BC or some shit. I don't know, something like that. Before that, because even when Jesus was around and stuff, the Romans had control over it. So it's always been in some sort of control initially. So because there was always a war between the Jews and the Palestinians, and it's prominent now that the war between the Jews and the Palestinians is still going on. It's I won't even say a holy war. It's just a never-ending war. The Middle East has always been a prominent area for war ever since fucking not even since World War One. Ever since freaking basically like the Crusader days, even before that. Because everybody wanted to control the Holy Land. Saladin was one of the real ones that initially took over and held his grip on everything. But now you have individuals peep this, right? Part of Jerusalem wasn't even controlled by Israel. The West Bank wasn't even controlled by Israel. Israel went to war with Jordan, Egypt, and I believe it was Syria. I know for a fact. Yeah, it was Syria. Went to war with 3 countries. Yeah, wiped them out because initially that's what they do. But promptly, it was basically initially just to control all of fucking Jerusalem and control Israel. You have control over it. The thing is, right? This is the thing, right? People get mad at me about this. YouTube might even fucking censor me for this shit because I'm speaking the truth. Because that's some shit, or someone reports me. You report me, fuck it, you report me. But, what is it? Israel was never even a fucking country. From the beginning. It was. Never was a country. Never. And the sad part about this shit is, right, it goes just like this, right? This is the sad part. Shit, excuse me. This is I'm losing my train of thought because I'm like going on and on. I need some coffee, so I think I'm buying me some coffee this morning. So the prominent thing that I was saying was this. So Israel was never. So Israel officially became a country after the fall of the Ottoman Empire. Guess who divided up all of that land? The victors, the Allies. So with the Entente, whatever the hell they were called initially, the Allies. We call them the Allies in World War One. Victors reap the spoils of war. Victors reap the spoils of war. Right. Prominent example. Who suffered the most for World War One? Germany. Guess who actually started World War One? Austria. Austria started World War One. Not Germany. Austria Hungary. Well, my bad. Let me correct myself. Austria Hungary started the war. Not Germany. Austria Hungary started World War One. People fail to realize that. People sit and associate Germany and Germany, blah 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 blah, yada yada yada. They started the war and this and that. No, Germany did not start this war. Did not start World War One. They may have started World War Two, but not World War One. No, people fucking don't realize that. The assassination of the Duke of Austria, of Austria-Hungary, I forgot his name. Duke Wilhelm, I don't remember his name. Yeah, but the Duke of Austria-Hungary was, when he was assassinated, Austria-Hungary had claimed that Serbia did it and so was going to invade Siberia. Not Serbia. Siberia. I'm saying shit all fucked up this morning. I need coffee. So because that happened, and empires versus wanting to team up with empires and shit. Germany said, okay, well, because Serbia is home is with back the prominent uh the actual good Russia, not this bullshit Russia. That is basically the fucking Soviet Union in disguise. Russia said, yo, like, we gonna back up Siberia if fucking Austria-Hungary attacks. Austria-Hungary said, yo, nigga, like, hold the fuck up. You backing this motherfucker up? Alright, bet. Hey, Germany, back me up on this shit. Germany said, bet. I'm gonna back you up. If these motherfuckers attack, I've got your back. Pretty much, that's how it started. Germany didn't start the war. Now, I know initially Germany introduced a bunch of crazy shit like, the fuck? Uber. Now, I know Germany introduced a bunch of crazy shit like, gas, chemical warfare and all that other shit. I know that they introduced that stuff, like shit like that. Yeah. But as far as it goes with, everything else, bro, like, we gonna have to take a quick second to look at that shit. Cause last I checked, Germany did not start the war. Hold on, y'all. I'm about to go grab me some coffee. So I'm gonna place y'all on timeout, mute for a minute. I'll go grab my coffee. I'll still talk while I'm walking though. So, but yeah. So that's what I was saying. So Germany did not initially start the war. It was fucking Russia, not Russia. It was Austria-Hungary that initially started it. Because everybody had everybody's back and shit. That's what caused the issues. So now, when you look at the history book, it makes it seem like Germany's the one that started it, and that's far from the truth. Germany never started it. So Hold on, y'all. I'm about to grab my coffee real quick. How bad, y'all? I'm over here grabbing me some coffee. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So Germany didn't start the war. Germany didn't start the war. But and actually the Allies were actually on the brink of defeat until the U.S. entered the war. Once the U.S. entered the war, that's when everything changed. I don't know if y'all can hear me or not, because I'm not sure either. But yeah, Germany was the one that initially didn't start the war. So yeah, I'm spacing. I'm spacing out like a motherfucker. Back to what I was on about. So once World War I had ended, that's when all of the Middle East was then divided into the current countries that they are now, which Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait, UAE, Syria, all that, Yemen, all that, like all divided because of the World War I. And then, yeah, when did this war? Okay, so I was right. Alright, so Israel wasn't even a nation until 1948, after World War II. So I was right about that one. So, yeah, after World War II is when Israel became a nation. Let that sink in. After World War II is when they became a nation. So they've only been around not even a century. They haven't even been around 100 years yet. I think they've been around 7. World War II. They've only been a country for like 73 years. Something like that, give or take. Thank you, you as well. Grab my coffee. Grab me my morning coffee because I need me some coffee. But what the fuck, man? These people, there's fucking scammers and shit, or car scammers, Car Shield, whoever. Whoever. But one of these people, man, they just keep calling. They keep calling. So, but yeah. So I was saying, Israel didn't even become a country a nation until 1948. Well, after World War II had ceased. So, what is that? What does that tell you? So, rightfully so. I will go more deep in depth with shit, but I'm not going to, because if I tell you about the true Jews, YouTube's gonna fucking censor my shit and ban my channel. I'm not gonna do that. So I'll probably just have to do it one time when I don't give a fuck. But if I tell y'all the true story about the origins of of the true chosen people, not the Eastern Europeans, not the Eastern European Jews, but the true. We from Africa. We were the enslaved Hebrew Israelites. You know, Hebrew, the slave Israelites and shit. Like, bro, don't get me started. Like, ain't no one gonna hit you. I gotta back the fuck up. People act so fucking scary and shit, bro. Like, ain't no one finna hit you. Shit. I'm fucking paying attention. I am not fucking gonna hit you. Let me hold my cup up and make sure that you don't hit me. Man, ain't no one worried about you. I'm fucking driving. I got my coffee. Well, more like a blender, but still. I got coffee in it. See, man, my wife put me on that shit, bro. Ziggy's, man. Like, what the fuck did I used to get? I don't remember what I used to get originally from Ziggy's. It was just a coffee. Or no. It was a mocha blender or some shit. I don't remember what the fuck it is. What the hell it was. It was something that I would always get from there, right? And she put me on with so she wanted, yeah. Mine would be like a caramel. No, it was mocha. I always did like a mocha frappe or some bullshit. It was something like that. I don't really truly remember what the hell it was because it was so long ago. But yeah, she put me on. She was like, she wanted something different. She got herself a vanilla blender. So I was like, ooh, okay, bet. I'm gonna get that. So I tried it, and I was like, bro, this shit's bomb as hell. Then we started putting some, caramel and chocolate syrup throughout the cup and shit. That shit was even more bomb. I'm like, bro, this shit's fire. I don't know what the fuck I'm missing. Oh yeah, that light don't work. But yeah, so there was that. Motherfuckers is cold, bro. It ain't even that cold. I'm just in a long sleeve. It ain't even cold. Motherfuckers is all bundled up and shit. Like they freezing. It's like, bro, it ain't even that cold outside. It's only, not that cold. Shit, motherfuckers don't know cold. I know cold. Shit, I was born and raised in Colorado. Lived there fucking until I was 12, man. I know cold. I go up north periodically every so often. Now, I mean, used to be every once a month. Now it's periodic every so often. But man, during the wintertime, man, when it's snowing, shit, it sucks. But I love it because I love the season changing. Up north, Northern Arizona is beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking hate Arizona, but Northern Arizona is beautiful. It reminds me so much of home, but it's not home. It wouldn't move up there. College town in some part in Flag, but I could move to Sedona, but Sedona's more like a retirement city. I ain't retiring anytime soon. I ain't making enough retirement money yet to be retiring yet. But back to what I was talking about. So yeah, the whole thing with Israel and shit. So Israel, basically, man, I'm gonna be real. It's a mass extermination. That's all they're doing, bro. They're trying to exterminate the Palestinians. That's what they're doing. That's the whole point of this fucking war. Yeah, Hamas may have started the shit, but bro, these motherfuckers was on little parasail bike things with guns and shit. Like in what the fuck was that movie? Like Mad Max, the Mad Max movie, where they on the fucking crazy ass machines and shit. One of them, I think it was in the reboot that they did, the second one, where it's the dude that had like looked like little octopus tentacle thingies coming off it or whatever. It was black, and he was on his motorcycle and shit, and he had the parasail thing. Yeah, pretty much that shit, bro. That's what the motherfuckers was on. Like, that's what the motherfuckers was on. Oh, they got security on these motherfuckers now? They got security on these motherfuckers. That's crazy. This light rail been here for a couple years. I still ain't even been on this bitch. Yeah, they were still constructing this light rail before I left overseas. But I got completely off topic of what I was originally talking about. So to go back to what I was originally talking about was about how, oh yeah, there's all these kids killings and shit, kids dying and stuff. Casualties of war. I mean, I'm gonna be blunt and honest. Like, that's just war. Everyone's making a big deal out of kids dying and all this other shit. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of, even when I was over there, it was a lot of like sketchy ass shit from the IDF. I'm not gonna lie, lot of questionable sketchy shit. But guess what? They're our fucking allies, so can't really say much. But that's kind of cutting it close there, buddy. A little bit of sketch shit going on with them when it came to fighting and shit. But yeah, fucking what's it going on about? Oh yeah. So with the whole thing of all these kids dying and shit, like, right? Like I said, man, it's casualties in war, but what happened? She's reading one talking about like this kids ran over by a tank or some shit, something like that, right? And I'm thinking to myself, bro, like, think to myself, man, that's just fucking war. It's sad, yeah, but it's fucking war. But like I said, man, like, IDF been doing a lot of questionable ass shit. So when it comes to anything that they talking about, it's like I don't really know what. I don't really believe fucking half of the shit that they be talking, because a lot of the shit that they do is real sus and sketchy. But then again, a lot of them have never been to war. But it's like with them, they're making the Zupas over here. But yeah, man, like a lot of the shit over here, a lot of the shit is just like odd. But like I said, y'all ain't ready for that shit. But alright, y'all. I'm here about to get myself ready to get into work. Well, I'm almost here. I gotta get in the garage and shit, but I be losing signal sometimes. But I love y'all. Y'all stay safe. Peace, love, and prosperity. And I'm out of here, y'all. Peace.